Reasons why we keep falling in love with the wrong person. What causes people to fall in love? Because they become attached. You don't know much about adult relationships when you're young. You believe that if someone pays attention to you, that person wants something from you. As a result, you give them what they want, your heart and soul. However, once you begin to understand how relationships work, you realize that the person who is lavishing you with attention and affection may simply be exploiting you. He's taking advantage of your inexperience and youth. After a while, he'll abandon you, leaving you feeling empty and bitter. That's when you meet someone who seems unusual. Someone who treats you right away and does not appear to have any ulterior motives. He appears to be genuinely interested. And you start falling head over heels for him. Every day, you find yourself thinking about him. Even though he lives far away, you spend hours talking on the phone and texting each other. Then one day you wake up and he's not there. You're feeling down, lonely, and abandoned. You'll be left wondering, how did I let this happen in my relationship? Because you became enamored with his charm and love. You develop feelings for him or her. We fall in love with people who do not truly love us back. We are frequently drawn to people who simply want our attention or validation. We never realize, however, that these love at first sight feelings occur only after they have moved on from their previous relationship. We fall in love with people because they make us feel secure. The best way to find true love is to be willing to love yourself before you love anyone else. If you think about it, if you want an emotionless relationship, you should look no further than someone who doesn't care enough about you to make you happy. We believe people because of what they say. Believe it when someone says something nice about themselves. If they say they don't care about you, they most likely mean it. However, if someone begins to tell you that he loves you and then reveals his true colors, don't be fooled by the words. You know he's lying deep down inside. We fall for people we've never met in person. This may seem strange, but we frequently begin dating or even having sex with people we have never met. There are numerous ways to meet someone online, and many of us have become addicted to some of the best dating apps available. These apps make it simple to communicate with people all over the world. Of course, you must exercise caution when crossing boundaries and sharing sensitive information. We are drawn to people who are self-assured. When looking for a partner, you should be able to connect with him or her. Someone you would want to date is someone who believes they are good enough and deserve the same respect as everyone else. We fall for people without knowing anything about them. You may believe that there is nothing to be concerned about when meeting new people, but trust me when I say that there is. Most people are fundamentally selfish, which means they prioritize their own success over the success of others. That is precisely why you should avoid pursuing someone with low self-esteem. We don't want to admit what's going on, so we just accept it. We allow ourselves time to get over someone and tell them they aren't good enough for us. After a while, we repeat the process. We're afraid that if we tell him or her how we feel, they'll abandon us or, worse, won't care. So we put our best foot forward and pretend everything is fine, even though we know something isn't right deep down inside. You are afraid of being alone. It takes courage to let go of the past and move on. However, if you are still holding on to old feelings of pain, you may continue to suffer in silence. You are so afraid of rejection, loneliness, and isolation that you stay close to people and avoid taking risks. When you finally walk away from those who are causing you pain, you may encounter an emotional barrier that appears insurmountable. We are unable to stay alone, so we enter into a relationship for which we are not prepared. You'll never be able to trust again. You are extremely vulnerable after being betrayed. In fact, you may develop a complete distrust of people. You see the world as a frightening place where people are only concerned with themselves. You may wonder if others are attempting to harm you or if you are simply seeing things incorrectly. As a result, you become suspicious of everyone and everything. We're looking for a short-term solution. When we begin a relationship, we seek someone who will make us feel good, happy, and warm on the inside. When someone starts making us feel those things, we don't hesitate to jump on board and enter into a relationship. However, if the situation does not last long enough, we tend to forget about it and move on to the next thing. You are afraid of making a commitment. When we decide to commit to someone, we often feel guilty about it and question whether we made the right decision. We begin to wonder if we were taken advantage of or if we made wise decisions. In short, before we do anything, we worry about a variety of issues. Your ego takes over. The most common error people make is believing that they should only date people who love them. You risk getting someone who thinks they need to be loved rather than someone who loves you. Nobody wants a partner who feels obligated to show them love and attention.